Hey YouTube, what's up? Scarecrow here, and I am here today to finally getting my Pale Moon deck profile out to you guys now that they have their second wave of support. This video is really delayed. I've tried to record it like twice before this, and my camera messed it up. I won't get into the details, but I'm finally getting it out to you. So I'll probably have more than one build of Pale Moon. This is the one that I prefer right now. It's mostly just taking the good aspects and the combos of the original build and making the deck more consistent and giving it a little bit more oomph, but mostly just making it more consistent, which the previous deck was pretty good, and one of its biggest problems was consistency. So a consistency improvement is a big deal actually. So let's get started. We have our grade zeros. We have our starter, 6 front, 6 draw, 4 heal. I play fronts instead of crits because this deck does a lot of attacks very fast, and you can push your opponent to 5 quickly. Once your opponent's at 5, front triggers are stronger than crit triggers. And I run 6 draw because this deck needs cards. This deck is known for having like not very many cards in hand, so draw triggers help with that. For our grade 1s, we got our 4 Midnight Bunny. This card is great. It soul charges every time it boosts, creates on-hit pressure, and if they don't block it, you can extend your combos. Then I play 4 Purple Trapeze, combo extender, combo piece, whatever you want to call it. This card is really good. Put her on the Excel circle, attack with her, then have someone else put her in the soul, and your moves go off. It's a really good card. And then last, play 4 Brassy Bunny. This card is sweet. When you ride or call him, which is really appreciated that I can ride him turn 1 and use him, you can discard 1 and draw 1. So he helps make the deck more consistent. Namely, he's going to help you draw into your Golden Beast Tamers, which is like the most important card in the deck. So that's helpful. And then later in the game, once you're at grade 3, not only will you be able to use him to hand filter, but you can also Soul Charge 2, which Soul Charge 2 is really helpful, obviously, in Pale Moon. So now for the grade 2s. First off, I'm playing 1 Misdirection. And to be honest, I don't even like playing one of it. But as far as the grade 2 lineup goes, I had 1 spot open and I just put her in here because she can help with consistency, but overall, I'm not a big fan of this card. For 1, it's a counterblast, and 2, I have to put a rear guard in the soul, so there has to be someone there waiting for her, and 3, it has to be grade 1 or less. Like, this card could have been so much better designed. It's not that good. That's why I'm only playing 1. I really don't like it that much. I'm just running it at 1 just so I can have like a 5th card alongside Brassy to help me draw into Golden Beast Tamer, but overall, not a big fan. This deck is too counterblast heavy to be counterblasting like for this, and it's like I can ride this card and use it, but that means I had a rear guard waiting for her when I rode her, and not a big fan of this card at all, but I'm running 1 of it just to slightly increase the consistency of the deck. Next, I'm playing 2 Jumping Jill. She's a good card, extends your combos, but you really don't need too many of her. At 2, it's just fine. I have no complaints there. I don't see her little enough and I don't see her too much. Next, I'm playing 4 Humorous Chimera. This card is pretty cool. When you play him, you can discard 1, Soul Charge 2, and he gets +5. So he gives you soul, he beefs up. So early game is a good way to build up the soul and be a beat stick. And if you Soul Charge a grade 2 or higher, which is pretty likely, you get to call a card out of the soul. So most of the time, he gets you a card, Soul Charges, and is a beat stick, which is pretty good. And then last, grade 2, Still playing for the Beast Tamer because she is so good, so very, very good in this deck. Um, Combos with Trapeze, does all sorts of stuff. Like, this card is just really good. I see no reason, especially amongst the grade 2 options, to take her out. And then for the grade 3s, we got 4 Golden Beast Tamer, our boss card of the deck, and very easily arguable the most important card in the deck. I wish the newbie rare had been better, not so like Vanguard centric in a rearguard centric deck, and wasn't so like not Pale Moonish. But I don't play the dragon. I think the dragon's kind of awful. I'd rather just focus on Golden Beast Tamer base combos. Next, we got our 4 Alice, another really important card of the deck. One of the you could say this is the main offense of the deck, because she gets all like the big combos going, and you spam her so much. You could afford probably to play 3 of her. I would say that's very reasonable. I don't, because at 4 I just see her more consistently. She's also does at least something if I ride her, where I could call a Workoroid out of the soul if I have any. But I'm not a big fan of her as a Vanguard, but as a rearguard she's amazing. So, and then last of the grade 3s, last card of the deck, play 2 Comicality Chimera. This card is really, really good. Not only does it tuck things into the soul like Purple Trapeze when it attacks and it gets big, it countercharges. And this deck is very counterblast heavy, and the opponent can play around you by not giving you counterblast to slow you down. When you have this card, you have a counterblast, so it's a really good card. And yeah, that is it for the deck. Thank you guys for watching.